I feel like the way that Albanians drive is like they've had a bottle of wine. So they're just like free flowing and just pull in front and just whip out over here. It's quite, I actually quite enjoy it.
I don't. It gives me anxiety.
I have to say this again, but everybody we meet is so nice. And everyone's just like so friendly and just wants to...
They keep feeding us. I'm getting so fat.
Hopefully by now you've seen our first few videos from Albania, from Tirana, because we absolutely love this place. But we weren't expecting to like Tirana as much as we did we really?
No, I didn't really know what to expect.
But the reason that we actually came to Albania in the first place, or one of the main reasons, was so that we could visit the coast and check out just how beautiful the beaches are.
So today our road trip begins. We have a bit of a loose plan about what we want to do and what we want to see. There's going to be beaches, incredible beaches, amazing scenery. There's going to be good food.
I was going to say food as well. These next few days are going to be a lot of fun and very random from what we've heard about exploring in Albania.
But the best way to explore when you're traveling around Albania is actually to have the freedom of your own car. So we have hired one and we're heading there now.
You might remember that last year we took a bit of a trip in Croatia and we used a company called Easy Rent Cars. And because they're an aggregator of a lot of the big car rental brands as well as some local ones, which we're actually with a more local company today. I don't know if you knew that.
I'm nodding my head.
So you don't really have to go to one website, which is really handy.
They also have this thing called a price drop protector. So you can select it at the time of the booking, and basically what that means is if the price drops below a certain value or whatever,
that's a good point. Watch out for the
you
scar.
can it will automatically rebook for you, which actually it happened for us.
It did, yeah.
Where were we?
In Croatia. The last time we did it, yeah. We didn't book it far enough in advance this time to like get the benefit of it, but it is pretty good. And because we worked with them last year, they've also given us a bunch of discount codes. Well, given you actually a bunch of discount codes, which we will link below. It doesn't have to be in Albania, of course, just anywhere in the world. I think you can use these vouchers. So we got ourselves Ford Focus.
Fiesta.
Oh, it's a Ford Fiesta. Sorry, dude. Was it a dude or a chick? We never know. So we name all of our cars. We always end up naming everything. We haven't come up with one yet, probably because I keep forgetting what model it is already.
I think it's a boy, though. We'll let you know the name once we think of it.
It feels like a boy. It feels like that's my instinct. So it's time to hit the road anyway.
Anyway, we're hitting the road now, and we are going to be making our way from north to south, so obviously starting in Tirana. And then today we're going to be breaking up the trip by going to a place called Berat, I think call it.
Our pronunciation is probably going to be a bit
off
iffy,
the whole time. First stop though is Durres, which is halfway between Tirana and Berat. Cool.
It is.
Did you notice that there's bumper cars behind me?
No. Oh my god, there is too.
It's like a full-on carnival right behind us. This place is so random.
So we're in Durres now. That was only about 45 minutes, wasn't it? 30 kilometers out of town. It's pretty much one straight road, but Albanian drivers are crazy. It is quite funny. But hello. Good, thank you. How are you? Well, that turned out to be a bit of a blowout.
First stop was an absolute fail.
We ended up with like some children's frappuccinos or something. We felt like absolute idiots drinking those.
Yeah, I always felt embarrassed people walking past and looking at my drink. Like, I'm an adult, I drink coffee normally.
So we've had success with a couple of places having Freddo cappuccino just like we drank in Greece. And they're amazing, and we asked there and they were like, yeah, sweet, no worries. And then came out with like big heavy whipped cream and chocolate sauce and stuff. Well, that was only a quick stop anyway.
Jeez.
It is just so warm. I should put the key in.
Oh, yeah, we just wanted to get something cold to drink, which we got. And now the next stop is going to be a winery where we can hopefully try some nice wine and get some food.
I just have to be careful because I am driving, but That's okay.
One wine.
I feel like the way that Albanians drive is like they've had a bottle of wine. So they're just like free flowing and just pull in front and just whip out over here. I actually quite enjoy it.
I don't. It gives me anxiety. I trust Danger's driving, but I don't trust anyone else around us.
We spend a lot of time driving in Vietnam, and when they're on the scooters, it's literally just like they just commit to what you want and just work around it, and it does flow, but it is very funny to see.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Wine time. This place looks nice.
It looks so nice. I'm glad we finally found our way because Google Maps doesn't pick up. There's like a new highway, State Highway 72 or something, and it was trying to take us on a crazy route, but it's so quiet here.
It's so quiet, except for what's that, cicadas, I suppose.
Yeah.
But because we got phone plans, luckily it was only like 1300 lek for 10 gigabytes, so it was very cheap. And then we just were like Googling State Highway 2 or State Highway 70 something or other, and people are like avoid or stay on.
Make sure if you come to Albania, do that too.
You definitely need to. So this is just like a random stop. We're just trying to break up the day into these like 1 hour to 1.5 sort of hour like stints, and we don't really know what to expect here at all.
Oh, yeah. But we've been traveling.
Everybody in Albania is so lovely. We literally just walked inside. It's boiling here, but it's nice and cool inside. And the lady was like, would you like to see the cellar? So now we're just walking down in this very random area. And we're going to have a look what's going on down here.
But for my family, producing wine, it's an old tradition. It was my great-grandfather the first one who started making wine, the first. Then when the communism came, there was no private property. The government, they confiscated everything and we couldn't produce wine. The only thing my grandfather could do at the time was to tell his own children, my father, my uncle, my aunts, about how his own father was producing it once upon a time. And this is how they knew about it.
Ready? Oh, is that? Hello, darling. These are the experiences that we absolutely love. Just so completely random.
So random. Like we knew that we wanted to come to the winery and try some wines, but we didn't expect to meet the friendly locals and hear all about the history. And then all of a sudden there was all of this cheese.
So much cheese.
Incredible food, this bread, and the wine, the sparkling wine that we tried was...
That was absolutely delicious.
Really nice.
This is why we love hiring a car and just adventuring, and like the morning didn't go to plan, but then this pulls together, and hopefully the next stage goes well also, which is going to be, now we're going to our accommodation, which is in, how do I pronounce it? Berat? Which is just going to be our base for one night before we head back towards the coast over the next few days and go see all the beaches and all that sort of stuff. But this, well, maybe we should show it, because I think this place might look quite special, yeah.
So we've just arrived in Berat. From what we could see driving in, like we haven't seen a huge amount of the city, but it looks beautiful. There's all these like white houses stacked on the mountainside. It looks incredible. I think they call it the, what do they call it? The city of, no, the White City.
The White City, yeah.
Yeah. And we've just arrived at our villa for the evening and got some traditional Albanian treats put in front of us. It looks like a chunk of like black licorice to me with like syrup around it.
Try it.
A couple of like biscuits and coffee toffee. Doesn't smell like much.
What is it?
I literally have no I have no idea what it is.
It's definitely some kind of like a sweet fruit with some syrup or something over it. That's my guess anyway. It's nice. Apparently it's like a little gift that they give to tourists when they arrive, so we'll definitely take that. We're also sitting like what feels like inside a concrete castle. Stacey called it a villa, which it is. It's called Villa 4, which we'll leave a link below in case you want to take a look. But we're also sitting at a well. It's ridiculous. This is a nice and simple room.
So cute!
Got a TV even. I didn't expect that in a room this size.
I like that it's still, it feels like when I was researching, all of the hotels kind of had this like stone look about them, so it feels like very traditional, but it's been renovated recently, I think I was reading.
It
so
does feel very new, doesn't it?
it's still modern, but traditional. I like it.
I have to say this again, but everybody we meet is so nice.
Oh.
Like we just keep like going, okay, yeah, great, and everyone's just like so friendly
They
and just
keep
wants to.
feeding us. I'm getting so fat.
This is great. So we're just gonna, I think we're just gonna settle down, maybe have a shower or something, and then once it's a little bit cooler, walk out because there is. Maybe you can see it from
Yeah,
here
you can.
actually. Come and have a look at this castle. Look at that. See some sort of a fortification there or something. There's like a church there, something up on the cliff, and then probably not so good, but over the back over there, that's the real magic.
Berat is beautiful. There's a reason that it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and the photos that we'd seen made it look really unique and an awesome place to go and explore. So we're glad that we went and we checked it out. We only booked one night though, and to be honest, that's all that we needed.
It is very much what you see is what you get, and I feel like I pointed out all of the main stops already out the window, so you can just tick it off in a single afternoon. It was an interesting place to visit though, and it didn't feel overly touristy, which is something that we really love. But it doesn't matter where we are, we always manage to find a place to catch the sunset and a drink, even if it's the most touristy drink we can find. Oh, this is nice.
Do you want to keep going, or do you want to sit here?
They're all reserved, I think. We're not VIP enough for that.